What is up, everybody? It's Mike here, and today we are going to be looking at Hot Wheels Monster Truck Case J for 2021. Alright, so finally my Walmart was able to stock up on some stuff. As you guys notice, there hasn't been really a lot of videos lately. It's because Walmart's and Target's we just haven't gotten anything. So here it is. First time I ever saw this case in stores. It is Case J of the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks for 2021. And I gotta say, it's a pretty cool looking case. There's a lot of trucks in this that caught my attention, and then there's a lot that we could have probably did without. So this case probably got released around, let's see, it's November, it's the first week of November right now. I would say probably it got found in stores around August, maybe late July. And there was a lot of trucks in this that a lot of people wanted and looked at, or one I personally wanted to look at was the donut one. That's pretty cool. But now, there is some issues with this case. Now, I'm not going to say this case is one of the strongest cases for 2021. And mainly because there's a lot of repeat trucks in this. But there is a couple cool looking trucks. So as you look at the 8 trucks on the back, we have a Bone Shaker, which is the same as always. We have a SpiderMan, which is the same as always. We have a Toxic Rodger Dodger, which is pretty cool. I think we did see that last year, though. And then we have that ugly Jeep truck. Guys, just give it up already. And then we got Taxi, which the Hot Wheels Taxi is pretty cool because that truck was actually released in a 124 scale last year. So it's kind of interesting, and it's kind of cool to see that truck in a 164 scale this year. And then we have the one that pretty much everyone jumped to, that Hot Wheels does in delivery, the donut tire truck. That thing looks awesome. It is just cool looking. And then we have Hauling Y'all. I believe it's the second time or third time actually we're seeing the ride truck casting. The first one was the Hauling Y'all with the flames, which I believe was last year. This year we saw one that was yellow. I think it was Operation Stop. I can't remember off the top of my head. Now we're seeing this one. And the case that we should be on now, it has the Bigfoot ride truck, so I can't wait to see that. And then we have a brand new casting and a brand new truck with the Wreckreational, which is pretty cool. I love that teal on it. So what I'm going to do in these review videos, I'm going to list my least favorite to my favorite, and yeah, we're just going to take a nice look at these things and take a nice dive into Case J. Alright, so in my personal opinion, the truck coming in last in this case, it's gotta be this one, because I do not like it at all. It just looks so weird for me. Now, I got nothing against Jeeps. I like Jeeps. However, putting this Jeep casting and not sizing it right with the tires, it just looks odd. It has that Camaro truck look, and when the Jeep first came out last year, or maybe even earlier this year, it was okay, it was tolerable, but I gotta say in this case, it's definitely gotta be my least favorite. It is truck number 59 out of 75, and it is in fan favorites, which is interesting enough that it's in fan favorites. And this is actually the same exact Jeep, blue Jeep we saw last year. This Jeep was released, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it was 2020. We saw the first one. And then we did see a green one with the tank tracks, which was pretty cool. But I kind of wish they changed up the paint scheme a little bit, but sadly, it's just a copy and paste. And then looking at the stats in the back, its official name, is the 2018 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. The truck type is an SUV. The strength is the solid rear axle. And the crash attack is the off-road wrecker. So, I mean, it just sits low because I don't like the wheel gap on that. It's just odd looking to me, and also because it's just a copy and paste truck from basically last year. No difference whatsoever. Alright, so the truck coming in at number 7, sadly this is going to be ranked low just because, honestly, it's the same thing, copy and paste from the years prior, and it's none other than Bone Shaker. Now, I usually end up getting the whole case and everything. Now, Bone Shaker, this is basically Hot Wheels' flagship truck in a way, besides Bigfoot. And there's just so many Bone Shakers. Now, I understand they made a couple different ones, the Whiteout Bone Shaker, the Gremlin Bone Shaker, the glow-in-the-dark. Like, there's so many different versions. When they just brought this truck back into Case J, it just kind of feels like, you know, they could have just did something else, but they didn't, and I don't know. That's why it sits low. in this case at least, I mean, Bone Shaker personally is one of my favorite trucks from Hot Wheels, and there's a lot of things they can do with it. But to see it back, no different paint scheme, nothing at all. I mean, we saw it earlier this year, we saw it multiple times last year, and this truck is going to be around for like ever. So, I mean, I don't know. It's slow in this case. I mean, I like Bone Shaker, but I don't know. Just in this case, to see it again, it's like, oh, come on, really? You know? But anyway, moving on to the next truck. And keeping up with Hot Wheels' theme of copying and pasting, here is another truck that was basically copied from last year. And it's none other than the SpiderMan. Now, SpiderMan, this is a cool casting, and the reason why I ranked this one higher than Bone Shaker is because there's not that many different variants of this truck around. Now, we've seen this one around basically forever. We did see the Iron Spider one last year. That was a Target exclusive. We also saw this year the other Target exclusive, the Spider-Man 2099 or 3099, one of those two. And coming up soon, we're actually going to have a treasure hunt truck with this casting under the Miles Morales paint scheme. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a treasure hunt, and that's kind of why it ranks higher than Bone Shaker. I mean, both these trucks, they're kind of in the same category. I would rank them both 5 and 6 either way. It's just, I lean towards more Spider-Man higher up because there's just less variants of it. And coming in next is another truck that Hot Wheels loves to copy and paste, but this one is going to be ranked a little higher. It's none other than the Rodger. Now, I'm used to calling these trucks toxic. In 2019 and 2020, I believe they were under the toxic theme, but now they actually changed it to super fueled, and it's truck number 5 out of 6. And we haven't really seen Rodger that much this year. I feel like there hasn't been that many of them. I feel like we had a treasure hunt, and we may have had, you know, the theme ones like the Jurassic Park trucks and the Gremlin or Roaring Monster trucks. But really, Rodger, I feel like for 2021, it kind of took a step back. We didn't really see it that much. This truck is number 60 out of 75, and, you know, sadly, it is just a copy and paste truck from last year. However, it is cool to see it because when this truck came out last year in the case, it was pretty hard to find. I could not find it anywhere. But anyway, looking at the name, the Rodger, the truck type is muscle, the strength is the flat-out acceleration, and the crash attack is the full-speed slam. But pretty cool. I like to see it back. Last year it was kind of hard to find this truck, at least in my area. So now this thing is just floating stores. So if you didn't get it last year, you could definitely get it this year. Alright, and breaking into the top 4 trucks, I am going to have to put this one at number 4, just because, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's put this one at number 4. Here it is, number 4, we're going to go with the Hauling Roll. So this is a really cool, interesting concept, actually. I really like how Hot Wheels came out of nowhere with these ride trucks. Now, it kind of felt like at the time when Spin Master announced the ride truck chase pieces, Hot Wheel kind of just was like, oh man, we gotta make a ride truck. And I've been wanting for a long time for them to make a Bigfoot ride truck, and we are getting it soon. I think it's on the Midwest Madness, that orangey Bigfoot, which, I mean, I kind of wish they did a different paint job with that. But nonetheless, it is cool to see this truck back. I do like the ride truck on it. It's the second time seeing Hauling Euro on it, but it is under a new theme called the Neon Shockers, which this theme for Neon Shockers in 2021 for Hot Wheels has been nothing but awesome. I love every single Neon Shockers truck. They look great. They look amazing. And I love the purple in this truck. And I also love how they put the headlights on the printing and the grille, because not many times Hot Wheels does that. So it seems like Hauling Euro is definitely going to be one of those trucks that has the headlights all the time and the grille printing, which is very nice. Looking at the back here, seeing the stats, its name is Hauling Euro, its truck type is pickup, the strength is the crowded favorite, and the crash attack is the standing boom only. Interesting. But it is nice to see this truck back. I think they did a good job with it. I really do like this truck, but, you know, it's kind of used to seeing it again. I mean, the first one with the flames on it was pretty cool. The second one, I think it was Operation Stomp. That was like kind of out of left field. And now we're seeing this purple one, which I like purple and blue. I mean, it's cool. And it's truck number 58 out of 75. However, in this case, it's cool to see the next 3 trucks compared to this one, at least in mine. And coming in at number 3 is a truck we never saw before in a 1/64 scale, which is rare for Hot Wheels, and it's got to break the top 3, and here it is. It is the Hot Wheels Taxi. This thing is pretty cool looking. I really like the concept of this. When this truck was first released, it was a 1/24 scale last year, or maybe even January or late last year, early this year, and it was a pretty interesting concept. I liked how it had the checkered around the tires. I liked the way the truck looked. It was something new and something refreshing to see. And now to see it in a 1/64 scale, which is basically the same thing as the 1/24 scale version of the truck, just shrunk down, is pretty cool. The only thing I can complain about with this truck is I wish they put the headlights on it. That's one thing Hot Wheels really needs to do. Just please put the headlight printing on all your trucks. But this is truck number 51 out of 75. Now, the 1/24 scale truck did have facts and stats on the back. I don't know if they're the same, but the official name is the Hot Wheels Monster Truck Taxi. The truck type is the SUV. The strength is, meters always running. And the crash attack is the checkered slab. And of course, on every SUV casting monster truck, it has headlights printed on the 3D rendering on the back. So guys, can you just do that? Can you just print the headlights, please? And then right here, you have basically crashing rates, which is pretty cool on the top. And that's actually on the side of the truck, too. I didn't even notice that. So you have that sign right there on the crashing rates. I don't remember if the 1/24 scale had that, but pretty cool nonetheless. It's nice to see this, and I really hope Hot Wheels does this with other trucks in the future that are currently 1/24 scales, or trucks that are actually just 1/43 scales, and they make them into a 1/64 scale. It'd be interesting to see if Hot Wheels can continue that, but really cool looking truck, really nice looking truck, and yeah, happy to see something nice, new, refreshing out of Hot Wheels. Speaking of something nice and new and refreshing out of Hot Wheels, the top 2 trucks were Case J. This is actually really tough for me. I don't know what one to pick, but I'm going to have to go with this one at number 2, just because what I'm going to go off of is strictly just detailing these trucks. So here it is. Coming in at number 2 is none other than the Dozen Delivery. This is an interesting truck. I saw this on eBay. I thought it was a custom at first, and then all of a sudden they announced it, and boom, it was out. Really interesting. Now, the casting it's on is the Hot Wheels shuttle bus, or the 2 School casting, and we've seen that truck as a chase piece this year with the shuttle bus. We've seen it as a school bus, and I don't think we saw it as anything else, maybe. I know it came in a double pack. I think it might have been like a demo derby kind of theme. But this thing is really cool, and the thing that's going to jump out to a lot of people with this truck is obviously the tires. I like what they did with those tires. That is awesome. I also did see a custom of this tire combo on a pink car, which was basically a Homer Simpson car, so that's pretty cool. And I really like that, because now it's going to give people who customize trucks tons of ideas with these donut tires, and I really like that. That is awesome. I also like how the casting has the zoomies on the side. I think zoomies are amazing, and I wish they were brought back into monster trucks. Yeah, but this thing's pretty cool. I like the pure kind of silver white paint. It has blue paint on the fenders. It's got blue tinted windscreen and on the windows for the bus, and it has that magenta kind of pink on the roof. I mean, overall, this is a pretty nice looking truck. It is also truck number 50 out of 75. And flipping it over, man, this thing's cool. First time I'm really looking at it. Now, one thing that's going to pop in my head, and it's a question I want to ask, is it's called Hot Wheels Dozen Delivery. Now, Hot Wheels has a delivery casting, and it's kind of interesting they did not use that casting. However, I can see them not using that, because that delivery casting does get used quite a bit, and it could get pretty much tiresome. So, in a way, it is refreshing to see this on a kind of relatively new casting with 2 School and that school bus casting. So that's pretty cool and interesting right there. Anyway, the truck type is City, the strength is Simply Irresistible, and the crash attack is the calorie bomb. That's awesome. I didn't read that till now. But yeah, pretty cool looking truck. I love it. Definitely gets brownie points, and definitely, honestly, probably one of Hot Wheels' top trucks for 2021. At least customized wise. I mean, it's pretty cool. It all comes together very nicely. And with there being one truck left, I'm actually going to put two of them down right here. The Wreckreational truck. This is pretty unique. Now, I actually did get two of these because I wanted to open one and I wanted to save one. But this is awesome. This is something completely out of left field. And this was actually one of the trucks when I was looking for this case. It was never around. This was actually one of the hardest ones to find, and luckily I was able to find two of them. So Wreckreational, it is truck number 61 out of 75. It is in the Will Cool theme. It's truck number 5 out of 6 for that, and it's basically an RV truck on a monster truck casting. This is just awesome, and this is something that, like, honestly, you expect from Hot Wheels. You kind of like expect them to make something like an RV or something you wouldn't think could be a monster truck, and they pull it off. You know, this just goes to show when Hot Wheels really wants to, you know, step in that extra mile, they can make something really cool and really awesome. So I'm going to read the stats first. So it's Wreckreational is the name, the truck type is the RV, the strength is the Campsite King, the crash attack is the Permanent Vacation. God, I wish I could go on a permanent vacation, but yeah. This thing's cool. So, looking at this truck here, the reason why this one jumps so high, and this one probably will maybe break my top 5 for 2021 Hot Wheels, is just the detailing on it. So, this is a brand new casting. They never used this casting before. I like the old school RV headlights. It's kind of like that, I would say, like late 80s, early 90s RV front end. I love the detailing on the side. I like how they have the Hot Wheels logo on the door that goes into the pinstripe. And this truck is pretty heavy. It might be one of the heaviest castings for Hot Wheels. They got the ladder on the back for the RV. They got the tail lights painted. They got the name up there written very nicely and flushed. You got the Hot Wheels logo up on the corner up here. You got basically the roof racks. You got the ventilation. You got the Hot Wheels logo. And then I like what they did on the front for the name for Wreckreational. I like how that kind of just jumps out on you like there. And I also love how they did the pinstripes on the wheels. That is very nice. You know, I've seen some RVs with the pinstripes, so it's cool they've done that. This truck does have a chrome chassis with basically a kind of the same colored pinstripe roll cage, which is very unique. But this thing's really nice. I mean, if Hot Wheels can pull off trucks like this, you know, that opens the door for so many things. Like, this is how Hot Wheels should do every single truck. And I wish they would. I wish they would put time in the detail. I wish they would put time to have it sized right. Like, now imagine if this thing was sized like the Jeep truck. You know, if it was, like, too much wheel gap and the RV was too small. Like, this just goes to show Hot Wheels really does go the extra mile sometimes on trucks. And I wish they would do that on every single truck they came out with. You know? I mean, it would look really cool, but hey, I'm not complaining. Anyway, it's really nice. It's a cool looking truck. I really like it. I didn't think I would like this truck that much until I got it in person. When I was actually looking at all these trucks and reviewing them and opening the ones I had open out of the box and saying, okay, maybe this one, that one over, this one, but this one is just really nice, and I'm gonna really be excited to see what else they do with this casting and what else they can like turn it into. You know, it's going to open the door for so many things. So good job on this, Hot Wheels. Good work. Please do more trucks like this, especially the Bigfoot trucks, please. And I also like the little step right here on the door too. I didn't even notice that till now. And it's only on one side because the door's only on one side. Nice. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for Case J. This video took a while to make because I don't know what's going on with stores getting trucks and eBay prices being through the roof. I don't know why, but it's been quite a ride with Hot Wheels here. I haven't really made a Hot Wheels video in a while. We're going to have a lot of these cases coming up. I ended up getting quite a bit. So we're going to review a lot of Hot Wheels content out of nowhere. So I hope you guys are ready for that, and I try to keep these case videos in order how they get released, but as you guys saw last year, Case H never made it to me, and that kind of got shuffled, and I feel like now in this year, 2021, we're at that point where things are going to get shuffled, and cases are going to be, you know, all over the place and stuff like that, but I'll try to get out as much as I can. Every time I collect something or pick up something or, you know, get something, I'm definitely going to make a video, and You know, let me know on Case J what you guys think. If you guys thought the donut truck was the best, maybe SpiderMan, maybe even Bone Shaker, because nothing can just knock it off. It's Hot Wheels' boy. So, you know, let me know, guys. If you like this case, if you got this case, if you even seen this case in stores, because it's November, and I'm just seeing it now. And it was released at least in August. But with that being said, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to drop a like, and I shall see you guys in another video very shortly. What is up, everybody? It's Mike here, and today we are going to be looking at Hot Wheels Monster Truck Case J for 2021.